Hi guys, this is Namcraft. Welcome to the Starcraft English commentary. We're back with the second game in the DPL series that I was talking about. I've been picking up some nice games guaranteed to be kind of fun. Not super recommended, but still quite nice to watch. So this is going to be the second one in the series. You've watched Flash vs Queen as the first game. The second one is going to be played between Barracks and Mini. Barracks, we have not seen him for a while. He's been one of the very good, just kind of offline players for a while. He was consistently in the top 3 or top 4 about 2-3 months ago. But since then, he's not yet been doing that well. So let's see how we'll fare against a very strong player, Mini. To be fair, Mini is no longer that great either, but at least he's still a good player. The map is going to be Dominator. Here's the map, 3-player map with Mini spawning at the 230 position and Barracks spawning in the 11 o'clock position, and Mini's opening with a forward pylon. This is a little bit interesting. This map, you possibly as a Protoss player need to open with pylon on the high ground like this, because you want to have advantage in case the Terran player decide to go for a little bit of aggression in the early stages of the game. Keep in mind that if the Terran gets hold of the high ground, the game is practically over, right? Because he can start to shell down, and even the gateway will be within reach of those, those blaring guns. Here's gonna be the elos, the map stats, excuse me. So Dominator for Terran is only 45.5% win rate, possibly because of the reverse ramp. It's kind of hard for Terran to hold. But again, same with Protoss. If Protoss gets contained, it's very hard to kind of break out. So we shall see how both of these players will perform in the upcoming period of time. And let me just quickly show you the ELO stats. So once again, here are the top 10 broodwar players today, and Barracks is not on it. And Mini is number 10, 9, 11, 8, 10, 9, 8, 7. How am I counting? So that's it. He's very strong. Let us take a look at the per matchup win rate. So as you can see, I guess, sorry, I don't have Barracks, but I do have Mini, who's been playing decent against Terran, 58% win rate, so that's very good from him. And let's see how he will perform here. I think that Mini is... but by the way, this is the second phase or the second round of the DPL. At the first round, it was concluded with the game between Flash and Queen, and now we have just started the second round, and now the score is 0-0 between these two races. Anyways, we do have the first Zelle started to move out. Let us just kind of honor and respect the players by showing the faces. If you don't know who Barracks looks like, that's him. And by the way, Barracks is the most handsome Starcraft player at the moment. His handsomeness ELO ranking is something like 1800, and Bisu is like very low. The next most handsome person right now, I don't know, who could it be? Who is good looking these days? Because, beside Barracks, no one else is even close. Maybe Rush. Yeah, Rush is quite good looking. So I'd say that maybe Barracks is 1800 on the handsomeness ELO scores, and Rush is something like 1600. And Soki is not ranked, because you do not dare rank, the Emperor. I guess he's not the Emperor. Who's the Emperor? I guess the Boxer, but Boxer is not here anymore. Anyways, that probe gets sniped. The Zelle is going to start to attack the SV. Very lucky for Barracks to get that SV away. We're going to be having nice attacks here, and one more attack from the Marine will get destroyed. He needs to attack, and that other Marine has died. The Zealot needs to start to move across the map. This Zealot pressure is being very much problematic for Barracks, but he gets a vulture now, so this harassment will end, and the Zealot will try to find one more target to kill. He will possibly get a Marine. He's going to try to go for the vulture. Why do I have a freaking alarm on my phone? Excuse me. Alright, I turn off the alarm. I guess I'm supposed to wake up now, but I'm already fully awake, so that's that. Anyways, the last of the Zealot has cleared out, and the game is slated to go back to usual. As you can see, Mini has gone for a second gateway. This is required. This is required because of the reverse ramp. He's going to start to come in. He needs to find the weak Marine. It's all the way there in the back, but let's see if he's going to be able to find it. He can start to attack from the high ground. He gets one on the Marine. He will try to get an SCV. The second Dragoon is also underway, but this Dragoon has depleted its shield. It will start to chip away at the health now. The Vulture is going to push itself back, and we do have the second Dragoon coming out to support, and we're going to be having an expansion coming down from Mini, but before that, Barracks already put down his expansion. So we're going to be having earlier Command Center than Nexus, but now the second Dragoon will pose a threat. Let's find that weak marine and take it out. He needs to weak it out, and that other weak dragoon on the left side has been damaged before. He needs to pull back the weak dragoon. He does pull it back. That dragoon is so damaged, and now we have a tank. He needs to kill the marine. He gets one marine. There's another weak marine in the side, but both the dragoons get pushed back, and looks like Barracks knows exactly that the other weak dragoon is there, so one dragoon has been sniped. So that's really, really unfortunate for Mini, but he will get the second dragoon coming out. Keep in mind that Mini's expansion is still not yet started. He is still not yet expanded, but he will attack and get some marine. Need to find the weak marine. He does not find it, and all of this time wasting is so beneficial for Barracks. Command center will be miles and leagues ahead of the other guy. Anyways, the vulture is gonna get repaired. We're gonna be having double tanks now and double factory. So I fear for Mini's life. I guess not his life, but his avatar, or his his player's life, right, in this game. Yeah, the game will reset a bit now, but Mini is completely, I think, being dominated now by Barracks. He doesn't have a robo. The only thing he's got is his double gateway. That's all. He's got his double gateway. And the very good thing though is that we don't see the presence of mine. Of course, Mini doesn't know it. He doesn't know what the enemy's got in terms of tech. It could be tank siege first, or it could be vulture with mine first. Either is possible. With two tanks, we're gonna be having a little bit. Okay, Flash is completely like using bad internet. He's using the internet from my home, guys. So I guess we're gonna be having a nice time for me to start to thank my fan, because this will go on for a while. So I'd like to thank, first of all, the person in the photo right here, but I'm not going to screen, Mr. Thomas Jefferson, whoever you are. Thank you for your support in the last 30 days. And I'd like to also thank Shane, who has been supporting me. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Sea Goblins. I need your Gmail address now. Give it to me. Give it to me, because I need to, know who you are to actually send you the kind of things. So hold on, guys. I'm gonna thank one more person, Mr. Greg, who's been also supporting me in the last 30 days. We have somebody knocking at the door, but anyways, that's resolved now. So let's get back to this game, and let's continue to witness this epic showdown between Mini and Barracks. Dragoon's gonna start to come out. We do have two tanks on the high ground, three tanks now. A vulture's roaming around looking for things to kill. The Zealot's gonna take the damage at the front side, and Dragoon's gonna fall up, but he's gonna be on the low ground. Mini's gonna be very careful. Zealot sees the tanks need to, oh, he loses Zealot without getting any kind of information. The vulture's gonna try to get in. He's gonna lay some mines to prevent the Dragoons from reinforcing as well as from retreating. So it's gonna be mine first. And where's the robo? We don't see the robo. Dragoon's gonna walk right into the minefield, and vulture's gonna get inside the expansion. There's a Dragoon blocking though. He will get it. He need to go for the block. The block has been successful, but these Dragoons gonna be super careful, because it's gonna be mine on this side of the map. It looks like Mini's gonna start to come up with his double Dragoon. He's gonna try to hold the high ground. We need to see these tanks moving across. He sees them. He's gonna try to hold it. Both players knows exactly the danger that is in the area. There's gonna be one Dragoon clearing out the mine, so that's gonna be the end of the minefield here. But I think two of those Dragoons have been damaged. Finally, we see the robo coming up. So for now, Mini, we need to survive with just his Dragoon count. Looks like we're gonna be having the detour from Barracks to come from the southern side. There's gonna be a battery just to make sure that things are cleared out. Dragoons are here to intercept. I need to engage now. He engaged. He takes the first shot against the tank. The tank is it killed? It's gone. It's dead. There is gonna be no observer, so he clears the mine with bare fists. Here he comes out, but there's gonna be another hit. Where's the battery? Use the battery. There's so many weak Dragoons. He need to pull back and use the battery. He need to use the battery. He gets the battery. He gets another battery. So all of these tanks gonna get pushed back. He's gonna be very careful, because there's a mine once again in the area. But very, very lucky for Mini to keep most of his Dragoons, and Barrack has traded poorly in that attacks, but there's going to be an expansion now, so Mini's going to try to get back, so he's not forgotten that he needs to keep up the economic advantage, or should I say nullify the economic disadvantage, because he was disadvantaged for a while, but now he's going to be having the observatory coming up. Vulture's going to try to get to the 4 o'clock position. He gets right past the Dragoon line, and he clears out the probe. The Vulture escapes, so that's very, very fortunate here for Barracks to keep that Vulture alive. There's going to be some turrets. Yeah, so for the time being, Barracks is kind of thin in defenses. As you can see, he's got only one tank. He's got a couple of vultures running around. He needs to have a little bit, a few more tanks, I suppose, to actually defend correctly against the attack here. Yeah, we're going to be having Mini just trying to solidify his economic advantages. I guess not trying to get back in terms of economy, because now with 8 minutes and 30 seconds of the game, Mini is 60 supply, Barracks is 58, so 10 supply differences. Vultures, we need to find a way to get into that base base and snipe some probes. As for Mini, he is famous for walking his probe into vulture run by, into mine friendly fire. I guess not friendly fire, just mine fire in general. But now there's gonna be a nice attack from the dragoons, man. How many tanks do we have in defense? We have a couple of tanks, and the vulture's gonna try to get mine. Very good for Mini not to snipe any mines so far. He will eventually snipe some mines now. He sees that the vultures are moving back. He's moving right across the minefield. He wants to avoid detection and just show at the front door of his enemy here. There's gonna be a second observer coming out. The vulture's gonna try to get in. We need to have something that block this area. Probes has not been sent to the other base, and there's gonna be one tank only. The other tank is not siege, and looks like Mini's gonna move right across everything. The dragoon's gonna start to attack, and that tank will fall. That tank falls. No, it is dead. It's gone. But it's gonna be 4 more tanks reinforcing from the back. Observatory is observer's almost sniped, but he's gonna be able to get back, and it's gonna be some nice attack. And these tanks push the dragoons back. Excuse me. Keep in mind, there's not been any probe saturation at the third base. There need to be some probe saturation now. The vultures are waiting to get inside the base, and vultures gonna get pushed back. The dragoons from Mini need to pull back, and the last minute his response is a bit too slow, and he loses yet another dragoon. But he would need now to start to transfer his probes, so the game will kind of stabilize a little bit. But what is Barracks' plan? Is gonna try to attack right away. He's gonna try to kind of solidify his forces and try to get them in a nice formation. There's gonna be vultures doing a run by here, but dragoon's gonna get on high ground. These vultures have been damaged, so they will all die. So I think losing 3 vultures, so I think 2 probes is not good for Barracks. But the game will continue on, and let's see who's gonna have the advantage. If you've enjoyed these casts, feel free to buy me the coffee. The link to that is going to be in the link in the video description. And with your coffee, you will get access to the next game in the playlist. That's going to be the heavily anticipated, the heavily climatic game between Flash and Soki, which will be in the video description as well as a pinned comment. If you've not bought me coffee, you just watch that video a little bit later, like the rest of the comment folks. It's going to be a nice counterattack from Barracks to start to come out. And where does he start to go? Is he going to try to eye the third base, the second base? I guess he would trying to go around and attack the third base here from the low ground. I don't think that's a nice idea. It's going to be better to cut off his enemy right in the middle between the second base and the third base. Yeah, for the time being, Vulture's going to try to reinforce, and Midi doesn't have presence in that other side of the map. He doesn't know there's a huge amount of mech units getting there and trying to start to attack from the low ground. He will get forced to get pulled back. Yeah, but for the time, some Vultures attacking and stopping any kind of reinforcement. Mini's going to be going for the counter attack here. And yeah, Barracks going to get on the high ground. Now he will get revealed by the pylon wall. Will Mini return? The tank's going to start to go on siege. Dragoon's going to be here as well. The Shadow is out of position, and the Nexus is within reach of the tank, so these probes will all die. But Dragoon's reinforcing from the other side. What is going to be the next respawn here from Mini? Will he go for counter attack, or will he try to save his base? Wow, look at how quickly that Nexus falls. It falls so quickly. It falls really quickly. Dragoon's going to attack from the other side of the map, and the Nexus is being sniped. The Dragoons are not attacking correctly. The Reaver's going to try to land some Zealot. The Dragoons are not attacking. The Reaver almost took some tank shot here. He would take one good shot. The Reaver takes a great shot, damaging all of the tanks, attacking from both sides. Now all the tanks is clear out, but losing a Nexus is devastating. That Nexus is gone now. Finally, all of the tanks get cleared out. Mini is still ahead by about 30 supply, but he's on very few bases. Got only 2 Nexus compared to the 2 commands there by Barracks. He's gonna rebuild his Nexus now. All of these probes need to get back. The game is still on. We're gonna be witnessing very nice action between these 2 players. The probes, are they gonna try to go back, or I don't know, just stay here for the time being? Not so sure exactly what will happen. But looks like Mini's sending another probe out, so he might be double expanding to make up for the loss of the Nexus. The Observer goes way too far there, but the game's gonna stabilize now. Some Vultures going out here looking for some action, and Mini is gonna have to kind of stabilize himself. But anyways, I've been reading a lot of your comments, and a lot of you have been getting very much hyped up for the upcoming battles or the upcoming showdown between Flash and Soki in SSL Season 2. I'm also looking forward to that. I hope there's gonna be some nice games, and with the way that it looks in terms of ELO scores, then Flash, I guess, is slated to be a very potential adversary to Soki here. Let's just quickly review the ELO score to the top 10 players in broodwar. Here they are. Soki right now 1439, number 1. Flash is number 2, and we will also have just a nice view of who are the top players in terms of ASL records. Flash has got 4 wins, 4 championships, so Soki's got 3. Very nice attacks. So we're going to be having a nice counter attack from Mini now. Let's get back to this game. Is Mini going to try to go inside? He's going to try to go inside, but it looks like Barracks is in preparation already. He's got a floating engineering bay. There's a there's a turret that that shows everything. There's going to be a nice observer, a nice turret to destroy these shadows. One shadow's gone. These probes gonna have to start to mine now. And looks like Mini's not paying attention. He need to mine his probes, man. Come on, it's as important as microing your dragoons. He's not. Oh my god, he's not. Are you insane? Okay, now he's gonna finally send the probes to mine. That was so crazy. Look at his APM, 360 APM. All of that APM for what? I don't know exactly. But anyways, Barracks gonna start to come out now. I think now he's got +1 weapons upgrade possibly. And this mech army is very scary. Double Reaver's gonna try to slow down this the advancement of the vultures and the Goliaths. Do we have scanners? Because that observer is being very annoying to just completely review the positions of these forces. Anyways, Reaver is gonna get picked up now. The tank's gonna start to shell from the low ground. The floating barracks is providing some nice vision. As you know, this map Dominator, you have a kind of a clockwork orange thingy where you start to move around clockwise, or you can go for counterattack in the anti-clockwise direction. So that's what we might see from Mini. He sends a small detachment of dragoons to the other side of the map, reaching barracks opening, and he would try to snipe any kind of reinforcement tanks and things. We do have a single Dark Templar coming out. We do have a scanner though, so that unit will not have any kind of purpose. It's gonna start to attack now, and it's gonna be a Reaver attacking. It looks like that Dark Templar is doing some nice shot. The Reaver need to pick up. The Reaver is almost dead here. There's gonna be double Reaver. High Templar will cast a great storm. There's gonna be a nice scan, but not quick enough. There's gonna be a huge attack on the barracks front door though. Zealot will move across, and we're gonna be having Zealot attacking against the turret. There are no tanks. These probes need to get resaturated. I guess resent home here. Zealot's gonna come out and clear so many mines here. The Nexus is not yet falling. There's gonna be a Dark Templar come out. We're gonna be having a nice base rate here. How much probe saturation is left by barracks? We're looking at 15-minute game, and Mini's got 126 supply. Barracks got about the same amount of supply. We have a single Dark Templar coming out. This command center falls. If this command center falls, it means there's gonna be only one scanner. That Dark Templar did not make use of its energy, its invisibility wisely here. Dragoons, do not get on the low ground. Do not engage. Try to come back and save your bases. It's gonna be better. We're gonna be having tanks coming out now. There's a lot of Dark Templar coming out, but there's no shadow there to support it, and these shadows are being used here for the frontal battle. But I don't like that because his choke is very small. He comes out with a nice Hampton attack. He will be able to cast a good storm against 2 tanks. But those tanks are still alive. The tanks are still alive, so they will get repaired. So that was a devastating, I think, engagement by Mini. He's down to 90 supply. Barracks 122. Keep in mind that Barracks has got only one command center, and that his main base is almost mined out. He doesn't have that much minerals. Mini's got a lot of minerals. There's gonna be vultures going for a run by here, and that's really unfortunate for Mini because he still has a lot of probes that he wants to save them. Excuse me, I'm talking a bit too much here, but it looks like now Mini is going to come out with these double Dark Templar, and that's surely a mistake because there's so many stuff here. There's turrets, there's mine, there's vultures and tanks. Yeah, we're going to be having both the players just be waiting patiently here for the next move. Those tanks need to get repaired. There's going to be a Dark Templar dropping. He will snipe a single damage tanks. He will land another Dark Templar in the corner. He wants to make use of those scans so that his enemy cannot scan efficiently here. There's going to be another Dragoons attacking. What is Mini doing exactly? He almost loses yet another shadow. He needs to use the shadow to reinforce his main and try to to shuttle out his Dark Templars. Anyways, this shadow will be destroyed. This base is still mining, but I think Barracks will start to head to that other side of the map. So what is Mini's next plan? He's rebuilding some pylon. He's got 1,200 minerals, but he's not able to build anything because his supply block. There's going to be tanks here, and the Titan will cast some storm. I guess that was a nice dodge by Barracks, and nothing is destroyed. Those tanks are still alive. The next storm is equally abysmal. The third storm, is it better? He gets one tank, but that tank has got full health, so he would not die. And it's going to be reinforcement for this other map, and I guess there will be some splash damage. As well as Dark Templar attack here, so that's good. So yeah, 2 Dark Templars and Zelle, so those times will get clear, but losing yet another base is devastating for Mini because he's down to 1 base and 0 mining. He's 0 mining. As for Barracks, does he have money to go for an expansion? He's waiting for it. He's got very few. As you can see, his money situation is not moving up. Looks like he canceled something. And he expanded. You can see that Baron has started to build a command center at the 1 o'clock position, and one more shadow gets sniped here. He's not gonna have to be very careful now, Mini. He's gonna try to clear the minefield. He needs to either go for distance mining or something. A single Dark Templar comes out. That turret is still being very annoying by preventing easy access to those bases. As you can see, finally we're gonna be having another scan, and these shadows are completely useless. Where could he go? He's gonna have to be very careful. Another shadow gets sniped, and Mini was, as usual, he's being very careless. Mini is known to be one of those players who's super careless. Just walking his dragoons into minefield, walking his probes into vulture run-bys and those kind of things. So it's not a surprise to me that he's losing his shadows like that. But he's going to be waging a nice counter-attack. The Master of Chaos comes in. He's got triple shadows, got some dragoons. He's got to have a nice advantage here. He need to clear the command center. There's no need to get on the low ground, I think. There's going to be vulture reinforcement. The rest of Barracks forces is going to try to come back. He's got a lot of tanks, and if Mini knows what's good for him during this time, he needs to start to move the rest of the ground systems from his main base out and maybe start to mine distance mining or something like that, because I'm sure he still has some idle units. But yeah, this might be the end here, because it looks like Mini is being cornered from both sides. Tank on the high ground waiting to move in. That is so many tanks, and also tanks on the low ground. He cannot get on the low ground because the moment he gets on the low ground, he gets sandwiched completely. He needs to just kind of hold out here his Alamo. One Dragoon's gonna get sniped, and we're gonna be having some nice drop. Do we have high triplets? Nothing at all. It's gonna be some good storm to end up the party here, but the rest of the Dragoons have melted in the face of tank fire. The game has ended. If you've enjoyed this game, feel free to buy me. Coffee link to that is gonna be in the video description. I will see you soon. Bye bye.